It is December 23rd, and as you can see, my van is completely filled to the brim. I do have some space up there to put some of the packages from a tote that I empty over there, just so I can have some space to work with. Other than that, we are completely full all the way here for the day before Christmas Eve. And yes, I do have to work Christmas Eve. Before I show you how many stops I have, I do want to show you that I start out the day with a broken backup screen. So that's awesome. I don't suspect that I can get that to work. That's broken. As a bonus, the Netrodyne camera is not working. As you can see, the lights are not on. If you know anything about these, if the lights are on, it's working. If they're not on, it is completely off. So I do not have to worry about violations, I guess. Just kidding. I'm gonna make sure that I drive safe. I always do. That's why I've been doing this job for 3 years. I just want to show you how many stops I do have. I have 192 stops, 60 multi-locations. So in all reality, as you can see in this number right here, we have 279 locations. So let's just call that 279 stops. I guess I'm not stopping the van that many times, but I am delivering to that many houses. So that's quite a bit. And we're looking at over 411 packages. That is definitely on the high end, especially for a holiday season. We're not even on Christmas Eve yet, and Christmas Eve is quite crazy. So for strategy, I will be running 50 stops, walking 50 stops, running 50 stops, walking 50 stops. That seems to be the best way that I can get out at a somewhat decent time, or the normal time that I should get out. If I walked this whole route, I would either get rescued or I would be back at the station after 10 o'clock tonight, and I'm trying to get off around 8 o'clock-ish, at latest 8:30, hopefully, so I can get out, so I can pick up and spend a little bit of time with my daughter at the end of the day that I do get. Now, it wasn't too long ago that we did start these routes at a good time. Like, we started at like 7:30, and then we get out latest 5 o'clock. Unfortunately, that's not a thing anymore because of next day shipping. We actually go out at a later time to make more time for the 18-wheelers to deliver the packages to the station at a decent time, so that we can get those next day orders out to you guys. So unfortunately, we do have to start at a later time, and then we do get out at a later time, and it does leave us with less time to spend with our families. For those of us drivers that do have families, a lot of drivers do not. They're on the younger side. I'm a little bit older, not too much older. I'm young. I'm young in the grand scheme of things. I am coming on the tail end of doing this job. You know, my legs are not the best thing at the moment, and long gone are the days where I could run an entire route and just be okay the next day. Now, if I do that, my legs will be shot for a few days, and then I'll be getting back late every single day. Let me stop talking and let me get this route started. Kind of pop in here and there throughout the day. I'll pop in once I'm done running that 50 stops. I'll let you guys know how it's going. Alright, interesting update before I even got started. I actually had somebody come and get to my totes. So I guess we have a sweeper out on the road. I had some totes lined up right here. He went and took 2 of them. He took a 3rd one, actually, but it only had 1 package in it, so he went ahead and took that anyways. So that's good. Probably down now about 20 stops or so, maybe 25 stops, so a little bit easier of a day. It is good when we do have a sweeper. It doesn't always happen. Today, we, worked out for me a little bit, so a little bit of relief on this holiday. Had to switch devices mid-delivery. Currently working off of my broken iPhone 11. Well, I was off. I thought I did 50. It says 51 right there, but it says 48 successful. So yeah, Amazon math right there, guys. That's really ridiculous. Really throws you off. You'll be like at stop 50, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, I'm going to 51, right? Just for example. Then you'll get to 51, and then suddenly it'll say 49, and then it'll go back up to 50, and it just goes back and forth like that on your map. You never actually really know what stop you're at. You just generally know, oh, it's either a couple ahead or a couple behind. It's never exact. Multi-billion-dollar company, yeah. Just great technology here. I'm just gonna say that I did 50. That's 48, whatever, and I'm gonna start running for the next 50 or Amazon's 48, whatever. 3 o'clock, got 50 done. I have 130 stops left here. Let's get to walking. I'm not running anymore, but just to pan and get an idea as to all I still have left here. Still quite a bit. Stops so I have left here, almost 80, so 78 stops, but in all reality, with multi-locations, it's still 116 locations. And keep in mind, some of these multi-locations where it's 2 stops at one house, sometimes they're a lot farther apart than they're supposed to be, and you're gonna have to drive to that next one. So let's just always count multi-locations as separate stops. So 116 stops still left, if you want to count it that way. Pretty ridiculous, honestly. It's almost 5 o'clock, as you can see up there, and still have that many left. It's pretty rough, and I have not really taken a break at all. I've taken like a 1-2 minute break in between to, you know, do whatever I got to do, but not really a break. And if I had to take all my breaks, I would surely be done at 10 o'clock or something like that. That's how ridiculous these routes get, especially during the holiday season, but it's not out of the realm that the routes can be this way during the year as well. I'll set up here, take like a 5-minute break at most, if anything. Gonna try my best to run. I don't know if I'm gonna run 50 going here. I'll probably run 25 and then walk 25 and then see how I feel and see if I want to run that last bit. I'm really not feeling it today for whatever reason. A lot of mental blocks going on, got a lot of things going on. Still got quite a bit left. See, I got 2 bags left here. Still have some overflow sitting right there. Got 2 big totes just full of empty bags from the day, so you can see there. And I am 30 stops, but in all actuality 45 locations, because I still have 10 multi-locations, so that tacks it on to be 45 somehow. Some of those multi-locations have about like 3-4 houses on one stop, unfortunately. So yeah, that 30 stops is, if I walk that, is probably going to take me a little over an hour if I had to guess, and I am most likely going to be walking that. But I did run all 50 of those last stops, which I said I was only going to do 25, but no, I did all 50. I'm going to try to knock this out, get finished, and then I will report back as to what time it is then, but it is currently 6:58. Not too bad. It definitely helped that I had that rescue from earlier come over here, because I'm not sure what I would have done. I definitely would have been out of here at like 9:30ish, but I don't know. It might be the same time today. We will see if I have to rescue at the end of all this, which does happen, especially during the holiday season. Because we did have people out there rescuing, you know, that possibility does go down, but not by a lot. Let's jump back into it. Currently done. I'm just texting dispatch here, let them know that I have nothing coming back and that I am in fact done. It's the bags and my own stuff. There's nothing left. As you can see, it is all cleared out. So just for evidence, if anybody ever tells me there's anything left in here, I have video proof. Honestly, as I await to see if I have to rescue, which, oh boy, I really hope not. I would much rather be able to go home and spend at least a little bit of time with my daughter before she goes to sleep. Not a great day. Not a great time of year to be working, to be delivering. If you're ever thinking about doing delivery, do not do it during the holiday season. Try to start right after it's all said and done, like right around January. Get your foot in the door if this is something you wanted to do, although I highly recommend to not not do Amazon delivery. I highly suggest against the work. The pay does not make sense. Box vans only pays $1 more, in my opinion. Not worth it. The routes are a lot bigger, even though they will tell you that, oh, the routes, they're the same. And not the case. Absolutely is not the case, guys. Do not do step van. It's not worth it. Stay in the other vans. It's just so much better, in my opinion. Having all this space, not worth having a heavier route. It really is not worth it. But anyway, yeah, that is my day. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. We'll come back tomorrow to do a video for December 24th, Christmas Eve, and we will see how that goes. And I suspect it probably will not go well, but I've been surprised in the past. Maybe it'll be like just a wonderful day and I'll get out at 5:30 or something crazy like that, but I highly doubt it. But anyway, thank you guys. Before I go, I did get a text that I'm good to head in, so I'm very happy about that. If anything else went wrong, at least that went right. The time that I did finish was about at 8:13-ish, so I'll just call it 8:15. So it did take me about an hour and 15 minutes to get those 30 stops.